This is the famous Xiaomi Mi3. This may just be the beginning of the Chinese mobile makers getting into the Indian market. The short story of Mi3 is its high-end specs packed in a good-looking body at an affordable price. The design is just amazing. It looks great and the build quality is impressive. It looks and feels like an expensive phone. Its 5-inch screen sits on top of an elegant aluminium body. The body just holds the screen from two sides, as if it slides in. The screen itself becomes the edge on the top and bottom of the phone. It weighs just 149 grams. You would expect it to be heavier given its aluminium body. The lightweight and the smooth curved sides give a comfortable grip in the hands. There's a micro USB port and a speaker holes on the bottom. The audio jack and the SIM card are placed at the top. The volume and the lock key take the right side of the phone. All in all, I would say it looks like a phone built by Apple. This is for sure one of the best looking Android phones out there. The 5-inch glass display provides a full flat surface with no buttons, indentation or holes. When the screen is off, all you see is plain flat sheet of glass. The touch sensitive keys are placed at the bottom, which come alive only when the screen is turned on. The screen packs a 1920 x 1080 resolution and can play back full HD videos. Videos and photos look crisp and sharp on this HD display. The phone is packed with high-end specs. 2.3 GHz quad-core Qualcomm Snapdragon 800 processor, 2GB RAM and 16GB internal storage. Unfortunately, the storage is not expandable as there is no memory card slot. For the little time I used it, there were no lags or crashes, and it handled even the heaviest games pretty well. This is the most power-packed phone in its price range. The Moto G doesn't stand a chance with its 1 GHz processor and 1GB RAM. You may have to go up to the price range of about 30k to the Nexus 5 to find similar specs. There's a single speaker placed at the bottom of the phone. Sound quality is average and I wish it was louder. It has a large 3050 mAh battery. The battery backup is decent. It ran for about a day on my average daily usage of browsing net and Facebook on regular intervals all day and a few videos on YouTube. There are few battery saving modes which may help you to take out a bit more out of it. In our video test, it ran for about 10 hours, which is just a little less than the Samsung S5. Overall, this is a happy result. It has a 13 megapixel primary camera with a dual LED flash, and it proves that cameras are just not all about megapixel count. This 13 megapixel camera is not at all as good as the other 13 megapixel cameras like in the S5. With a bit of noise and unwanted light, the shots are not impressive at all, and to take a steady shot is a bit of work. Nevertheless, keeping in mind its price range, it's better than other cameras like that of the Moto G. The camera app is simple. There are no special tricks, but you do get the standard panorama, HDR and filters. It also has a decent 2 megapixel front camera for video chats and selfies. Both front and back camera are capable of recording 1080 HD video. Overall, the camera is average. It runs Xiaomi's own version of Android called MIUI. My device is running MIUI 6. This does not look like the ordinary Android that we are used to. It has an Apple iOS-like feel to it, and you can tell it is heavily inspired by it. To start with, the icons are square and flat like those on iOS. There is no app tray, usually found on the other Android devices. There is only one home screen and all the apps and widgets are there, again like the iOS. Even the settings app looks like that on the iPhone. Also, some unique tricks are there. For closing apps, you need to long press the settings soft key and then swipe it up. To move more than one app at once, pinch out on the home screen, select Move Apps, select the apps, go to the other screen, select those apps again. Nevertheless, it comes with the basic Android apps pre-installed like the Google Play, the Android App Store, YouTube, Chrome, etc. Xiaomi even offers a few apps of its own like themes to play around with the looks, security app that lets you manage block list for spam calls, RAM cleaner, data usage and battery power manager. It also has Google Now. Long press the home key to get the Google Now and then just say OK Google to activate it. OK Google, directions to work.
Your work is 36 minutes from your location by car in moderate traffic. Here are your directions.
OK Google, navigate.
Navigating to work.
It also has the Android ability of installing third-party apps. To wrap up its software part, I would say that Xiaomi tries too much with its UI, but in the process, I miss the real Android feel, and this is a drawback. Mi3 is available only at one retailer price, that is 13,999. The availability is not easy and is issued in lots, which are sold out in seconds. You need to keep checking at flipkart.com to know when the next lot is expected. This is indeed the best phone in its price range. It beats its nearest competitor Moto G that is in the same price range hands down with its spec list and performance. The next best phone with the comparable specs is the Nexus 5, which is about twice as expensive and still is not as good looking. However, I would suggest buying the Nexus 5 if you have that budget only because of its stock Android software and the regular update it gets being Google's own handset. If that's not big with you, go for the Mi3 for half the price.